the capacity to impose our will on reality. That's the idea of will to power. We are not subject to culture. We're not subject to reality. There are great men among us who can impose their will on all of us. Okay, and that's why you have Hitler and the Nazis. Okay, what the Germans believe
Chen,
in is that Limitsraum. Okay,
Vocabulary.
I know it's a hard word. It's a German word, but it's actually a pretty easy concept. The concept is called
For this one,
so throughout its history,
I would choose number 4.
The German people have always been invaded,
easy
attacked
money.
by adversaries. So
I got that shit.
It needs living space.
And second one, no.
Move out and colonize its surrounding territories.
Maybe number 1.
Russia,
I got it, bro.
And make it more German so that the German nation can thrive. Okay, very simple concept. Okay? But this is the concept
for this
that
one,
drives the German
I would choose nice.
Military strategy in World War I and World War II.
It's fucking easy.
You have the British, and the British, as we discussed in last class, they are very practical people. Their philosophy is imperialism and utilitarianism. Okay, it's not a question of what is right or what is ideal. It's a question of what works now. Okay, the British are extremely
I'm not sure, but I would choose number 4.
The British Empire is based on the concept of white man's meaning that the British culture is inherently superior to all other cultures. And as such, the British have a responsibility to go out and civilize and educate and enlighten all others. Okay? So this is the philosophy that drives the British Empire.
I would choose that first one.
Americans are interesting because they are a new civilization. And they try to base their culture on the ideas of the Enlightenment.
You know what I'm saying?
So Rousseau, Kant, especially John Locke.
So number 8, react.
So
I would choose number 1 to respond. Fucking easy. I don't want to do that shit.
America,
I don't want to do that shit.
Native Western Hemisphere.
Native just homegrown.
We should take over Canada. We should take over Greenland because that's always been part of the American understanding of the world. It is God's will that America will eventually control all the entire Western Hemisphere. Canada will eventually come into America as well. And eventually, America will drive out all your powers, including Denmark and Britain, from the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, this is fucking easy.
Okay, so next class we'll discuss America in greater detail. Today we will focus on the British Empire.
This one, I would choose a large room or building for meetings.
Today. Next week, a building for place. On the Russians and the Germans. Okay, but these are the 4 great civilizations
I would choose
that will drive history.
Number 3, to order
from the 19th century up to today. Okay, and I will also show you later on that it is actually the conflict between these 4 different civilizations that will drive human creativity, science, technology, philosophy. And that's why from about 1800 up until 2000, you had a tremendous flowering of ideas.
Yeah, a list of writings. Yeah.
Okay.
So easy.
All
right. Rehearsal.
All right.
Number 2, to practice.
Now,
training, practice.
What's amazing about Marx is that today we say he's wrong, right? Communism happened in the Soviet Union, it happened in China, but it happened in Europe and in the United States, where Marx said it would happen first because Germany was more industrialized than Russia or China. Okay, does that make sense? That's what we say.
100%.
If you think about it deeply,
Shirley Chen.
Okay,
look that. Shirley Chen, look that. 100%.
After World War II, every industrial society, to some extent, adopted the ideal of communism. Okay, does that make sense?
Correct.
Okay? We call this socialism and not communism, but basically it adheres to the thinking of Marx, which is to make the worker the heart and center of your society. And why did they do that after World War II?
Second one.
Exactly. Okay? Because workers create value. Money doesn't create any value. Money just creates more money. It's speculative. But the workers create value. They're productive. And therefore, you have to treat your workers properly So in America and in Europe, workers became the heart and center of your society.
The dues.
And the workers, through unions, could demand political reforms. And so all of society was geared towards making the lives of the middle class, the working class, better, okay? That's why you had excellent healthcare, great public schools, cheap universities.
Here's that.
Okay? So the 50s and 60s and 70s was basically
complete, perfect.
Of society for the working class. But in the 80s,
beautiful,
we start to change this. Why? Why would we want to change the system? It's a great system, right? Marx is right. Having the worker as the heart and center of your society, as the central organizing unit of your society, makes a lot more sense than having money as the heart and center, okay? But starting in the 80s, we start to go back to money. Why?
Just.
Excuse me?
Dishonor.
Who wants more?
To know?
Yes, exactly. Okay. So what happened in the 80s is something called the revolt of the elite.
Regular payments.
The problem with having a society based on the worker is it becomes too egalitarian, too equal, right? But if you're like the elite, you don't want equality. You want difference. You want to have power and money in your hands. Does it make sense? So
to show point.
The revolt of the elite happened in the 80s, and this is what we call in the United States the Reagan Revolution. Okay, the Reagan Revolution.
Oh yeah.
The beginning of neoliberalism, free market capitalism, and in Britain it was called the Thatcher Revolution.
You can
and
say
so
100%.
You need to transition.
That's amazing.